Hello, everybody. It's Brenda. I'm here for another episode of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And it's all small stuff. So I am on Lower Your Tolerance to Stress. Lower your tolerance to stress. Chapter 19. It seems that we have it backwards in our society. We tend to look up to people who are under a great deal of stress, who can handle loads of stress, and those who are under a great deal of pressure. When someone says, I've been working really hard, or I'm really stressed out, we are taught to admire, even immaculate their behavior. In my work as a stress consultant, I hear that the proud words, I have a very high tolerance to stress. Almost every day, it probably won't come as a surprise that when those stressed out people first arrive in my office, more often than not, why are they hoping for more strategies to raise their tolerance to stress even higher so they can handle even more? Fortunately, there is an invulnerable law in our emotional environment that goes something like this. Our current level of stress will be exactly that, our tolerance to stress. You'll notice that people who say I can handle lots of stress will always be under a great deal of it. So if you teach people to raise their tolerance to stress, that's exactly what will happen. They will accept more confusion and responsibility until again their external level of stress matches that of their tolerance. Usually it takes a crisis of some kind to wake up a stressed out person to their own craziness. A spouse leaves, a health issue, emergencies, a serious addiction takes our life to their life. Something happens that jolts them into a search for a new kind of strategy. It may seem strange, but if you are to enroll in the average stress management workshop, what you would probably learn is to raise your tolerance to stress. It seems that even stress consultants are stressed out. What you want to do is start noticing your stress early before it gets out of hand. When you feel your mind moving quickly, it's time to back off and regain your bearings. When your schedule is getting out of hand, it's a signal that it's time to slow down and reevaluate what's important rather than power. Though everything on the list or through yeah then through everything on the list, when you're feeling out of control and responsible for all you have to do, rather than roll up your sleeves and get into it, a better strategy is to relax, take a few deep breaths, and go for a short walk. You will find that when you catch yourself getting too stressed out early before it gets out of control, your stress will be like a provincial snowball rolling down the hill. When it's small, it's manageable and easy to control. Once it gathers momentum, however, it's difficult, if not impossible, to stop. There's no need to worry that you won't get it all done. When your mind is clear and peaceful, your stress level is reduced. You'll be more efficient and you'll have more fun as you lower your tolerance to stress. You will find that you'll have far less stress to handle, as well as creative ideas for handling the stress that is left over. Once a week, write a heartfelt letter. This is an exercise that will help you change many lives, assisting people in becoming more peaceful and loving. Taking a few minutes each week to write a heartfelt letter does many things for you. Picking up a pen or typing on a keyboard slows you down long enough to remember that the beautiful people in your life. The act of sitting down and to write it helps to fill your life with gratitude. Once you decide to try this, you'll probably be amazed at how many people appear on your list. I had one client who said, I probably don't have enough weeks left to in my life to write everyone on my list. This may or may not be true for you, but chances are there are a number of people in your life or from your past who are quite deserving of a friendly, heartfelt letter. Even if you don't have people in your life to whom you feel you can write, go ahead and write the letter to someone you don't know instead, perhaps to an author, or you may not even be living, whose works you admire, or to go to a great inventor or thinker. For the past or present part of the value of the letter, it is great. Your thinking is toward gratitude. Writing the letter, even though it isn't sent. Would you do that? The purpose of your letter is very simple: to express love and gratitude. Don't worry if you're awkward at writing letters. This isn't a contest from the head but a gift from the heart. If you can think of much more to say, start with a short little notes like, Dear Jasmine, I woke up this morning thinking of how lucky I am to have people like you in my life. Thank you so much for being my friend. I am truly blessed, and I wish you all the happiness and joy that life can bring. Love, Richard. Not only does writing and sending a note like this focuses your attention on what's right in your life, but it's the person receiving it will be all in likelihood be extremely touched and grateful. Often this simple action starts to spiral of love actions whereby the person receiving the letter may decide to do the same thing to someone else, or perhaps will act as and feel more loving towards others. Write your first letter this week. I'll bet you'll be glad you did. Imagine yourself at your own funeral. This strategy is a little scary for some people, but universally effective at reminding us that most important in our lives. When we look back on our lives, how many of us are going to be pleased at how upright we were? Almost unvisually, when people look back on their lives while they're on their deathbed, they wish that their priorities had been quite different. With a few expectations, people wish they hadn't sweated the small stuff so much, instead that they wish they had spent more time with the people and activities that they truly loved, and less time worrying about aspects of life that upon deeper examination really don't matter at all much. Imagining yourself at your own funeral allows you to look back at your life while you still have the chance to make some important changes. While it can be a little scary or painful, it's a good idea to consider your death, and you're in the process of your life doing so will remind you of the kind of person you want to be and the priorities that are most important to you. If you're all like me, you'll probably get a wake-up call that can be an excellent source of change. So there you go. There is your Don't Sweat the Small Stuff episode for today. I hope you enjoyed listening to it, and I will see you next time.